quickly on stage with me is Mr. Zamri, who heads the ECR Development Council Property, Tourism and Manufacturing Cluster. And he will be answering all the tough questions, and I'll be smiling down here. So without notice, I'll go straight to the slides. A show of hand, how many in the crowd have been to Malaysia? Great. So just to gauge, so that some people will know what I'm talking about, some may be totally confused. Right. The area that I'm focusing on in Malaysia is called the East Coast Economic Region, which occupies the state of Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang, and the district of Mersing in Johor. So it will be this state up here, Kelantan, Terengganu, and this whole bit is Pahang, and this Mersing here, right? And this is West Malaysia. There's also an East Malaysia in the island of Borneo. And this three states in total occupies 51% of the Peninsula Malaysia, or 66,736 square kilometer. Population size 4 million, 14% of the 28.9 total population of Malaysia, with a workforce of 1.4 million. The economy is growing. National economy now, the GDP growth is at 7% last year, and the GDP per capita is at 5.8 thousand. Just for the exchange rate purposes, 100 ringgit Malaysia is equivalent to USD 33, thereabouts. My boss spoke on the first day on the topic of how do countries approach post-financial crisis in terms of FDI. And for Malaysia, we have drawn up a number of key strategic initiatives. And on the left-hand side here is the first of those, which is the 10th Malaysia Plan. By the way, every 5 years Malaysia would embark on a 5-year plan. Yeah, so we are now on the 10th one, which coincide with about 54 years of independence. The GDP to grow, these are the objectives, our targets, GDP to grow at least 6% a year over the next 5 years. Private investment to grow at 12.8%. Private investment to reach 36 billion USD a year, with total budget development allocation of 72 billion for the 10th Malaysia Plan. Next, the government has also activated this program called the Economic Transformation Program, which is targeted to transform the country to a high-income nation by 2020. Because we realize that Malaysia is in a dilemma. It's in this, what they call a middle income trap. It's neither cheap, neither is it the labor force cheaper as compared to Vietnam and Laos and Myanmar. So it has to do something about this. So it has put forward a number of key initiatives under the 12 national key economic areas, they call it NKAs. The gist of it is that the projects will be private sector led, about 92% of it, and there will be 8% of public sector investment in strategic infrastructure facilities. And moving that to the new economic model in the year 2020 is where we are now at 7,000 USD per capita income to reach 15,000 per capita income in the next 9 years. Sustainability, the economic activities, impact of economic development on the environment and natural resources is very crucial because Malaysia, often with regards to certain projects or programs that it initiates, like palm oil, is perceived as affecting the environment. But there's a tremendous deforestation that's going on today to address this. ECR and Malaysia, of course, is enjoying free trade agreements. These are some of them, in particular with India, which covers 60% of the tariff lines and 75% of trade value, effective 1st January last year. There's also the FTA with ASEAN, and other countries agreed at the 1992 ASEAN Summit in Singapore, which opened new doors to the population of 580 million within ASEAN. And we have, Malaysia also has an FTA agreement with China, with ASEAN goods sold in China decreased from 98% to 0.1%. And this has been effective around the same time last year. This shows that the economy is liberal. We have introduced a number of liberalized programs and initiatives in order to attract investors to the country. ECR, on the other hand, is promising an investment destination with regards to FDI. I'm sure all of you have heard many different slides and versions of different slides around FDI today. We are no different. But however, I think the move today with some countries is no longer over-dependence on FDI. Yeah? It's drilling down further and looking at each particular investor or investing company and look and understand what is the cost of doing business. And from there on, encourage them to come into the country. Everybody offers FDI and offer incentives, but it comes to a point when you have to do something else. So this is what I mean by liberalized and supportive government policies. And what's also important is harmonious industrial relations with minimal trade disputes. When I saw the slides from Australia, when they talked about their value proposition around talent and very knowledgeable workforce and the amount of investment they want to spend in broadband, right? Those are some of the things that we cannot compete. But we can also have strengths in other areas, which I will show you later. And of course, foreign equity ownership, repatriation of profits. I'll go into a bit more detail afterwards in the incentive section. Again, we enjoy a high quality of life in Malaysia today. It's no longer the backwater country of 55 years ago. We have moved in leaps and bounds to where we are today, and very proud of that success with fantastic developed infrastructure. And for those who showed their hands just now, who have been to Malaysia, would agree with me on this. And of course, the business environment is vibrant and very conducive to first-time investors. Going back to the region that I'm promoting, which is called the East Coast Economic Region here, it also has the Special Economic Zone, which looks at all this, which covers the town of Kerteh down southwards and coming out to Pekan and Tanjung Agas and Gambang. What's more important is that this region or this zone has access to all these high growth regions and economies. Okay. So some of the points to note here: hinterland to East Asia, inter-regional hub for Asia Pacific, and it's the eastern gateway of the country, promoting international regional trade linkages and investment. Who are we? The ECR Development Council is a government entity. We are wholly owned by the government, and established under the Act of Parliament, which focus on the key initiatives for what we call economic clusters, namely tourism, oil, gas and petrochemical, manufacturing, agriculture and education. Our role as the Council is to drive the projects and the programs and to provide proper direction, policies and strategies. In a way, it's playing the role of a one-stop shop. And to provide coordination between government entities promoting trade, investment and other activities. This is basically telling you that we have a plan, we have a structured plan, we know where we're going, we know what we want to achieve and how we're going to get there. In terms of our principles and value adds, these are some of the key points. We want to attract foreign and local investment. Right? We provide skilled labor, linkages, marketing forces, infrastructure, and incentives. Those are basically the key points which investors look for. But more importantly, we tailor-meet your requirements when we look at the incentive, infrastructure readiness, and supporting industries. Right? So we have the strategies for that. Before I go to this slide, a number of, just like Australia just now, I can stand here and tell you for the next hour or so how fantastic ECR or Malaysia is. But I think more importantly is to hear for yourself what has the investors that have invested in Malaysia have to say. Yeah? So for example, Kaneka, the president, quote unquote, I would also like to stress that we are very pleased with our Malaysian workforce. We've proven themselves to be very competent, knowledgeable, fully understand the concept of loyalty, which is very important in our company. Yeah? So it is very important for Japanese companies of this sort. And Kaneka was established in Gebeng, one of the area in the state of Pahang, in the ECR region, 100% owned by Kaneka Japan, with initial investment of $22.4 million in '96 and additional reinvestment of $153.7 million this year. These are some of the cuttings or news features that Kaneka have appeared in our daily newspapers, which shows that they are very pleased and they're showing that they are happy by reinvesting. That's basically the indicator when an investor is happy with what they are getting, is when they invest and reinvest and reinvest. Another success story which we are very proud of is BASF of Germany, and it's a joint venture with Petronas, our national oil company, and this was incepted in '97. Total investment of 3.4 billion ringgit. Today's money is about $1 billion to operate an integrated chemical site with 12 plants in 3 complexes located in Gebeng. We asked them why did they choose ECR. Right? So these are some of the key points. They said access to raw material, easy access via the Kuantan port, fiscal incentives, non-fiscal incentive, the workforce with business and language skills. This is key, strong support from the government, supporting infrastructure and competitive cost structure. This is not enough putting incentives out there to attract investors. We need to understand what they want. We need to listen to them first before pushing our products. It's not a push product scenarios. It's demand driven. They can go anywhere. Yeah? They can pack their bags and go anywhere in this region. Need to listen to them and need to understand what is the cost of doing business. A great example is that another success story which is not up here is Nestle. Yeah? Nestle has been around in Malaysia for more than 40 years, and they have made Malaysia as their center of excellence for all their halal products for exports around the world. right? So when we ask them why they are in Malaysia, right? So these are some of the points which they choose, because we need to listen to them, what they want, rather than push stuff down their throat. We chose Gebeng, Pahang due to, again, this is another example, Eco Tower. They are in the wind towers business. So this is a quote from the CEO. Again, we asked them, why did they choose this location, or why did they come to ECR? What's interesting is that they're concerned about their proximity to deep sea port, right? So there's no good selling a piece of land which is miles away from the sea. What investor want is right beside the sea. So listen, listen, listen. DRB HiCom is a local conglomerate, and they have been very successful in the auto business. Their earlier ventures was with Isuzu and Suzuki, and afterwards they got in their stable Mercedes, which also assembled cars for the local market as well as for some exports. And very recently they have signed an agreement with Volkswagen to produce certain models like the Jetta and the Passat. Right? So we're very excited about this new tenant in Makan, Auto City. And of course, we will know that we are successful with Volkswagen when they produce more models here. Right? So this is an indicator of reinvestment. Again, we asked DRB HiCom why are they in ECR? They could be anywhere else in Malaysia. Why did they come to this region? These were the points they raised or indicated to us. Again, we are no different from the slides we've seen from the other countries. We have incentives, we have non-fiscal incentives, but at the end of the day, it's looking at what works for their business. You know? So we need to know what is the cost of their business. The second part afterwards, I will play a video which will, for those of you who have not been to Malaysia, will be a journey of sort, because I can show you the still photographs, but the video will take you to a journey in ECR, not Malaysia yet, but just ECR. Okay, so I'll play the video first and take questions after that. But my message before I end this presentation is that I invite you to seize the first mover advantage and invest in ECR now. Thank you.
The East Coast Economic Region, ECR of Malaysia, is now well positioned to receive more investments from both international and domestic markets. I am very pleased with the progress achieved by ECR Malaysia today, and the Malaysian government is committed in ensuring that projects and programs in the region will be implemented as planned. On that note, I would like to extend my personal invitation to all investors to come and discover ECR Malaysia, a dynamic, distinctive and competitive region.
Economic region of Malaysia. Tremendous economic opportunities awaiting in the East Coast Economic Region, ECER. The ECER covers the states of Kelantan, Terengganu and Pahang, and the district of Mersing in Johor. With an area measuring more than 66,000 square kilometers, the ECER covers more than half of Peninsular Malaysia's land area. ECER's population of around 3.9 million is committed to the vision of spurring the region to developed status by the year 2020. Located strategically, the ECER is well placed to become a major trade, industrial and tourism gateway, offering investors access to the vast markets of the Asia-Pacific region and beyond, encompassing a vibrant market of about 2 billion people. The region is endowed with a wealth of natural resources, such as oil and gas, readily available land, beautiful islands and pristine beaches, with unique and distinct culture and heritage, thus turning ECER into an investor's paradise. The ECER is set to experience economic development in the fast-growing clusters of tourism, oil, gas and petrochemical, manufacturing, agriculture, and education. Tourism has long been an important economic driver in the region, attracting both local and foreign visitors to the region's enchanting natural and cultural attractions. The region is well known for its natural assets of unspoiled beaches, serene coral ringed islands, exquisite wildlife sanctuaries, as well as lush rainforests, cool clean rivers, and calming highlands. The Kuala Terengganu International Airport has been established as the international airport for the region, boosting further Terengganu's positioning as the tourism gateway to the ECER. The ECER is home to some of the world's most beautiful tropical islands, from the pristine Perhentian and Redang Archipelago in Terengganu. The serene coastal belt of the ECER continues down through Rongbin in Pahang until Mersing, which acts as the gateway to the Johor group of islands. Investors can explore vast opportunities in the development of integrated resorts, hospitality industry, tour packages, and retail and marketing of tourism-based products. PPIC, KPP provides easy access to the raw materials and support services, allowing investors to take advantage of the integrated value chain and cost competitiveness. The ECER presents an abundance of opportunities for investors in the manufacturing sector, taking advantage of the rich resources and raw materials already in place. Investors will benefit from cost competitiveness, where both large-scale and small and medium industries will benefit from the opportunities available. Strong focus has been placed on emerging industries with great potential to penetrate the vast worldwide market, such as the development of handicraft industries and halal hubs, whereby 2 locations have been identified at Gambang Pahang and Pasir Mas Kelantan. ECER's automotive manufacturing, assembly and distribution center has been established at Pekanbaru, Pahang. The Kuantan Port City initiative will enhance further Pahang's positioning as the manufacturing and logistics hub for the ECER. Kelantan's inherent strength and the entrepreneurial spirit of its people further boost its position as the main trading center for the ECER. Agriculture has long been the mainstay of the ECER's economy. Investors are encouraged to explore and participate in large-scale commercial farming with the application of modern technology and improved supply chain management in the 3 agriculture subclusters, namely crops, livestock, and fisheries. There's great potential for anchor investors with the expertise to participate in activities along the agricultural value chain aimed for global markets. ECER's wealth of biodiversity provides investment opportunities in the development of herbal and biotechnology industry. Human capital development plays plays an important role in the region to enhance the pool of skilled and knowledgeable workers to accommodate the demands of the industry. In the ECER, investors' human capital needs will be facilitated via smart collaborations with the universities, technical training institutions and colleges in developing skilled and capable workforce for investor-specific industries. As part of the government's vision to accelerate growth in the region, the ECER Special Economic Zone is introduced, ECER-SEZ. The ECER-SEZ is a concentration of high-impact projects within the integrated nucleus of the ECER, spanning a 25-kilometer by 140-kilometer strip that extends from Kerteh in Terengganu to Kuantan, Pekan, and Gambang in Pahang. The ECER-SEZ acts as a catalyst for focused decentralization of economic activities in line with the new economic model aimed at spurring the region into a knowledge-based and technology-driven zone. These are the focus nodes for the ECER-SEZ. Kuantan Port City, Kerteh Polymer Park, Petronas Petroleum Industry Complex, Kembangan Heavy Industry Park, Tanjung Agas Maritime Industrial Hub, Kijang Tourism Town, Cerating Tourism Town, Pantai Sepat Tourism Town, Gambang Halal Park, Pekan Automotive Industrial Park, Pekan Heritage City. 3 zones, with an array of special fiscal and non-fiscal incentive packages made available. ECER is the profit center for investors, offering a cost-competitive and vibrant business destination for investors. ECER has excellent prospects to serve the global markets in terms of trade, resource-based manufacturing, logistics, and services. The region has efficient and integrated infrastructure to complement the multitude of businesses, the vast network of highways and roads, airports, ports, and railway provide an integrated link and effective accessibility to other parts of Peninsula Malaysia, as well as neighboring countries, Thailand at the north and Singapore at the south. All the development in the ECER is done within the framework of sustainable growth, ensuring responsible environment conservation and preservation for the benefit of future generations. To accelerate the growth and development of the ECER, a special vehicle has been established through the East Coast Economic Region Development Council, ECERDC. The Council acts as a one-stop center to fast-track investment applications and approvals, providing counseling, advisory services, plus solutions to help make the process of investment easy for investors. Chairman of the Council is the Prime Minister of Malaysia. The ECERDC is also made up of a management team of professionals who act readily to facilitate your investments. Potential investors can look forward to an attractive package of incentives tailor-made exclusively for the region, with the aim of transforming the ECER into a cost-competitive and vibrant business hub. Among the incentives are income tax exemption of up to 10 years, investment tax allowance, stamp duty exemption, import duty, sales tax, and excise duty exemption, double deduction for overseas promotion, customized incentives for projects under the ECER Special Economic Zone. ECER, a region that complements your business and lifestyle needs in every way. Affordable living, international standard education, world-class healthcare facilities, reliable amenities, and a wide array of shopping and retail outlets offer investors a better quality of life. So come discover the East Coast Economic Region of Malaysia as a destination for your business to grow and prosper. Come invest in the East Coast Economic Region of Malaysia today. The East Coast Economic Region of Malaysia, a unique investment destination.
Staatsgeschäft.
That you just remind me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming for sure. Are there any questions? You have a question back there.
Thank you. I must say I would like to congratulate you for your excellent presentation. You were asking if anybody knows Malaysia. I do know Malaysia very well. Not so much your ECER region, but I must say looking at what is happening there as well is really excellent. Just for your information, I'm the CEO of the Board of Investment of Mauritius. We do have very good relations with MAIDA, and Malaysia for us is certainly one of the inspiring countries. We are very good friends, so certainly I think you are doing a very good job. So keep it up. It's sad that, you know, coming at this time that we travel all the way, so we don't have a better audience. I mean, this happened to us also in the morning. But I think you are really a huge giant in that region of the world. Hopefully maybe one of the days we can come and visit especially the different investment opportunities that you have highlighted over there. Just one question. Do you allow 100% ownership in your ECER region over there, or how does it stand? Please?
Ownership for, you know, for foreigners to set up their business? Or do you have some strategic sectors where you don't allow 100% ownership?
The foreign ownership recently has been liberalized. You can own 100% foreign ownerships. Yeah.
And there are no restricted sectors.
Yes, no restriction.
You had mentioned earlier knowing what your customer, your client, your investor wants. How do you go about doing that? Earlier in the week, during a pre-conference workshop,